Hi, my name is Christopher Addy. I am the video production specialist for 4D Technologies, and I am here with Steven Schain, the media and entertainment content manager and post-production supervisor for 4D Technologies. Hi, Steve. How are you?
Good, Chris. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thanks.
Good, thanks.
So I'll have you here today to talk about Autodesk University. Now that's coming up very soon, and I hear you have a couple sessions that you will be teaching.
Yeah, this is my seventh Autodesk University that I'll be teaching at, my eighth attending. My first Autodesk University was actually in Orlando, Florida in 1998, and I didn't return until 7 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a little bit of a hiatus in between the two, but it's been a lot of fun. It's a really fun event. I love teaching it. And this is the first year I'm actually teaching only one software package.
Awesome. That'll make it a little bit easier than
Yeah.
focus on some more complex and advanced pieces of your software.
Yeah, well, I've got 4 3ds Max classes, and usually I have other programs that I'm working with, and this year is just one.
All right. Well, since this is going to be your seventh or eighth Autodesk University, what was some advice that you would give to a first-time Autodesk University attendee?
The best advice I could give to somebody, and I wish somebody had told me this years ago, is plan your schedule so that you have free time to wander around and discover all the things there are to discover, because there is so much going on at AU.
Yeah.
For a small conference like it is, there's so many things going on, and you can find things to do and groups to meet with that have similar interests, and you have to give yourself time to be able to do that. And that is one thing is sometimes you fill your time up with every class full, and you don't give yourself time to just take a break and wander around and see the show floor and see the other things that are going on and find the things that are happening, because there's nooks and crannies and there's little things going on here and there. And at the end of the week, you talk to somebody and you're like, oh, I didn't realize that happened.
Yeah.
That would have been really cool to go to, whatever the event would be or whatever it was. Finding out about it and giving yourself the time to do it is important.
Yeah. So along that same vein, what's something that you would say is like something you can't miss at Autodesk University? Something that you have to block out some time for?
You have to block out time for the event floor, for the exhibit floor. It opens, and that's where a lot of the food is and a lot of the meals are. But get in and take some time and walk around and talk to the vendors. See what they've got. Some vendors are interesting. Others, may not have anything to do with what you're doing. But there's some interesting software out there and interesting tools that you don't realize are there. And just taking the time and going through the event floor and really sort of seeing what's there and talking to the vendors. That's the best thing that I come away with, besides the classes, which the classes really are a given. Take the classes you're interested in. But again, go back. I say it again, leave time. You don't have to fill your entire day up with classes.
Sure. Yeah, that's good advice, to take a little time to have some breathers and take a chance to walk around and see some of the things going on in the event hall. So you mentioned that you only have to focus on one particular piece of software this year for your sessions. And that would be 3ds Max.
Yep. What
would you say is your favorite new feature on 3ds Max?
Well, I'm torn. I'm torn between Fluids and the OSL shaders, although Fluids came in 3ds Max 2018, one of the point releases. The OSL shaders are new to 2019. And they're fantastic. They allow you to use a whole array of different shaders. Some really cool things that you can do with OSL shaders that you really can't do easily with other shaders. And if you learn how to script OSL shaders, you can do all kinds of just neat stuff. You can take, for example, there's a shader that you can take a flat plane and actually put a three-dimensional box inside that plane that has depth. So you can take a flat plane and make that a window into a room and the curtains and the inside of the room will actually move like it's a 3D room.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
pretty
It's
amazing.
pretty cool.
Sounds like
So there's interesting things you can do with it, and there's basic stuff, but there's some really interesting shaders that are out there, and people are making OSL shaders for games, for other programs, and 3ds Max can now make use of those.
Well, that sounds great. Well, if anyone wants to delve a little more into OSL shaders and 3ds Max, you'll have to check out Steve's sessions at Autodesk University this year. So, Steve, thanks for sitting down with me for a minute and chatting about that.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
And we'll look forward to seeing you at Autodesk University.
Yeah, we'll see you at AU.